Hi, another Monday, and we have another Mappool to showcase. I have officially reached somewhat of my physicality cap, so you guys better be afraid. And going through this one hell of a Mappool with me is going to be Itawachi. Say hi and just brace for impact, I guess.
Hello, hello. Thank you for having me to blind react like it. Let's get this bread.
Yup, you should not know the maps beforehand. Live reacting is just much more fun.
That's true, that's true.
Yep. So let's get into the first map, shall we?
Yep.
Accustomed by yours truly to start off the map pool with an extremely dangerous woman waiting for you with his spicy streams.
I love the song choice already.
This song is a banger.
Alright. Here we go, Rice one.
This map is at 1.1 it's 225.5 BPM and the streams are snaps to 1.6. So it's essentially 338.25 BPM stream.
Yeah, and well, it's still kind of comfortable, honestly, but it's definitely quite dense already, even though it's just R16. I can't wait for all the other later rounds, but even on the pattern, it's very straightforward. It's not gonna be that, I guess, unintuitive. I guess the pattern looks really straightforward, and also this kind of reminds me of that ska map. So
Yeah, I literally like took. I was finding songs to map for speed, and I landed on Ska's map, which is why this existed at the first place.
yeah.
Thank you, Ska.
Already 3/4 of the way through, and yeah, so very repetitive sort of vibe here from the patterns, but a little bit trickier here at the ending.
Yeah, I think the second half of the second chorus and the first half of the last chorus has some mini jacks included. And the last chorus, especially, you can see it's very long as well. And that's it for the map. I made it to be very intuitive visually, but physically, I'm not sure. Some of the implied, like, the true motions with a lot of these wrist rotations can be super draining.
Oh, definitely, but you guys haven't seen anything yet. Let's
Yep.
go now to the next
And
map.
if y'all still need more wrist rotations, here is Crew K's map of image in the making. Also known as this Japanese name of, oh my god, what? I need to see the name. Okay, here we go. Tsukuri Kake no Shinsho. There we go.
Already banger song choice after banger song choice.
Yup. This one is also a very underrated map. Like, when I would this, actually at the moment of speaking, it only has 168 plays, but some favorites from pretty iconic figures like Seth and Lemon Guy, so this map has to be super good. And yes, this map is 247.8 BPM.
Though it's not that long, it's still gonna be a test of stamina and consistency for all the players here. Already a third of the way in, and these uneven trills kind of gonna be like throwing you off guard when they just show up and eventually they just disappear. Like, wait, why are they here? And then like, why are they not here? That's what I'm feeling on this map. It's just suddenly comfortable and uncomfortable at the same time.
Yeah, it's very volatile. The patterns change very spontaneously, but it makes sense to the song. And it just creates this very weird feeling of your jump string, handstring pick. Did you see like a lot of anchor usage directly or indirectly, and that is also combined with the one-handed throws. So the map overall is extremely draining. And also, where are the breaks? Where are they?
This counts, right?
Surely pretend this is like a place to rest or something. I could actually like pause the drain building up here, but it does not last very long. It's already back to the denser patterns.
A bit more of a bursty part here, and now we're going back to the extremely continuous jump stream. And as you said, this does border on 250. We're already getting quite fast on jump stream, and it's only round of 16. And
Yeah.
these patterns are not letting up whatsoever. And
Yep.
now, last KI.
The last stretch, there is no more breaks after this. Yep, the map is very continuous. You only get like a few so-called breaks that are just density, like a decrease in density. Overall, the map is still extremely draining. Like a run of 3 minutes and 13 seconds of basically active gameplay is just crazy.
And 4,000 notes, just to throw in some salt in the wounds there.
Yep, congratulations! You might be due. Or are you?
I like the replayer there.
Will you like the next pick's background though? This is a very unrelated transition, but
Oh my god.
voice kissing! I love voice kissing! I do
Yaoi!
Yeah, boy! Yes, this is so peak! Will you like the map though is another issue, because this one is extremely tricky. If you know MWC quarterfinals Tree of Agony, it runs at 146 BPM. However, this takes a slower but much trickier approach. This clocks in at 138 BPM with a lot more 3-note anchors and generally extremely tricky transitions.
Here we go. First KI.
Already you can see a lot of continuous 3-note anchors combined with these slightly intrusive 1/8 and 1/6 bursts. I intentionally edited them out to be more friendly, but nevertheless, if you are not good at transitions, then you can die at those.
Yeah, these little like 3-note anchors on both hands, not just one, both hands. That's really difficult, even at this BPM.
Yeah, you need really heavy tank coordination, like finger coordination skills for this, and also just mega physicality in general. Like especially where it goes Nemo Nemo. That's where I find the patterns super hard.
Here we go. Second KI.
Yup, essentially the same, but this is flipped. It's an inner outer flip. So anything that's on the inner columns are going in the outer columns and vice versa. So no fingers are left alone. Everyone dies the same anyways.
Yes. A lot of very tricky transitions here in a bit, but now we get to the break section, so...
Yeah. I think, noticing from the replay just got a 50, so do notice that the Jack BPM sits just neatly into the 50 hit window. And imagine if you column lock, that would be diabolical for a denser chord track map like this.
Oh, true. The column locks are very brutal. Oh, the
If I can
5-note anchor!
Okay, at least it's Brandy. At least it's a one-handed, but it's the
Yeah.
most physical thing. Congratulations, the replayer missed. The stamina factor is way too strong.
Yeah, I mean, you did mention that on some of these maps you've already reached your physicality cap, so
Yeah,
it's already a bit of a forewarning for remaining players. So
indeed. The replayer is so hungry he could eat a snail. So you better prepare some snails to replenish your energy because the next picks are going to attack instead of your raw skill. It's going to attack your technicality and just your execution in very, very tricky patterns. Starting with a very FFR core map. This is Rice Toasties Chinese Slavery.
what a song name that is.
Okay, trigger warning, if you search this song's MV up, it might be a bit discriminatory towards Asian people, as the title suggests. So yeah. You can see a lot of erratic rhythms already. These are already anti-act, and the rest just start getting denser, and the mini tracks are also introduced as well. Free note and grab tone 4.
Yeah, and the weird snaps really don't help. It just feels so like discombobulated. Like there's just a lot to keep track of that it's hard to act, and it's also quite fast. So
You get a 1/6 mini jack out of nowhere. That 4-note anchor out of nowhere at the most awkward permutation.
yeah, then some flams, and then we get some split thrill, some random wider long notes here.
This map has everything. Like, the hard parts are hard, for sure, but at the easy parts, surely you aren't too warmed up, because if you're too warmed up, then you can choke on the slower patterns that require immense speed coordination.
Even then, we're already like over halfway through the map. So definitely a shorter pick. It's just not gonna feel that short when you're playing it.
Yeah. Each course is like a different palette, so it's just adding to the variety of the map. This map is 175 BPM, so the jack speed is a lot faster than Rise 3. And with it using all the most awkward permutations, this map is surely going to trip a lot of people up. No one's safe.
Killer map though. What the heck are these patterns?
Yup. I think this map is extremely risky, but it can be it's a very good strategic pick if you meet an opponent who's like a one trick, because this map is, man, extremely abrasive.
Yeah, very, very difficult map. I don't know if people are gonna like playing this, so this could kind of be ban-worthy, maybe, if they're just not too comfortable on the Rise tech, so
Yeah. Well, let's
there's
move
a
on
lot.
to let's move on to the next pick, which is not any less abrasive. We have Livium's Dancing with Somebody at 1.05.
Already very vocal dumpy, but still somehow pretty easy. But let's see how it compares to Rise 4.
The bursts here are much, I would say it's denser in the way that it feels more continuous as opposed to the like stop and go and broken motions of Rise 4. I do want to mention that this first half is the easier part, so the difficulty is actually progressive. Be very careful.
So you're telling me it gets worse?
Yeah.
I can see that already.
Yeah, good luck.
though there were some of those tiny like gaps that could kind of act as a mini break. It's just
Yeah.
like you get the gaps so quickly and so frequently, but they throw in an equally or worse pattern right after it. So can you even take a break in a literal sense? It
No,
feels like,
especially with the second chorus.
oh, it's even worse now. The 100 drills. Oh my god, there's
Yep,
the
and
gaps are so tiny.
the bursts are at a higher snap as well. I think a lot of people may have to resort to manipping for this, like semi-manip, just because this is just so hard to hit accurately.
At least it's over now. It doesn't feel as long as Rise 4, but even though they're probably similar in length, so
Oh yeah, oh yeah, if you download the map, you better watch the video once. It's worth it, I swear.
there's a video on this? Ooh.
It's not what you think, but it's funny. Believe
Hey, I
me.
like funny. Alright. That's
Yep.
gonna I'll be looking forward to that the moment I
Surely
get
you
it.
will like Rise 6 too, which is, in my opinion, pretty funny.
Oh no, we
You
have a ska map.
welcome Sky into Soul Score Rush. Starting off with this extremely heavy pick of Interstellar. Oh my god, why are there so many snails in the replayer name?
I'm trying to count them.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12,
14?
13, 14. 14 snails!
That's a lot of
And-
snails.
Yep, and the map starts off with very variable snaps of streams. I see 1/8, 1/7, 1/6, and if the snap is slower, the patterns are also much denser. So there's basically everything.
Yeah, and basically virtually everything is gonna be quite consistent in density, even though the snaps just differ by a tiny bit. So
Yeah. Scott's concept for this map, if I remember correctly, is also intended to make the map feel consistent in density, and you can see the jacks as well. When the drums go 1/4, Scott doesn't let down and use a very awkward jack permutation. And it extends to this chorus, which has a lot of these jack anchors on top of the streams.
it kind of does feel like you're dancing with your fingers on some of these patterns, though. And to be fair, it flows very well, even though the patterns are quite annoying.
The map is very draining, as I said. Like, you know, the backstory. So it was supposed to be the speed pick, but after Ska sent me 2 first drafts, the map turned out to be very mixed. And considering the song is basically like this for the entire run, I just decided, yeah, just make this a mixed pick. And it just fits so well with all these varied patterns.
Yeah, and also quite a long pick too, and we're only 3/4 of the way through, so
Yeah, the map itself is 3 minutes and 18 seconds. Quite an appropriate
Oh.
pick for a mixed.
yeah, Scott did a great job, and it's how many one-handed drills have I counted in this?
I don't know. It takes an eternity.
Oh, the jack chain.
Yeah. Surely no one's gonna call him lock again.
Surely, right?
Dude, this map has no breaks too, so it's like 198 straight seconds of patterns. Maybe excluding, maybe like minus the intro and outro, but it's like they don't account to the strain of the whole course in the middle.
Yeah, but that does it for Rice 6, and wow, what a collection of Rice maps we have here, a lot. I must say.
Yup. Yup,
They're
we
pretty
did.
good, but I don't know if the players will share that sentiment.
Yup. Everyone. Oh yeah. Do notice that we do have one extra rice pick, so that's why we have 6 rices. But that means we do have one extra Ellen pick as well. Do stay tuned to see what the pick is. But for now, let's move on to your first Ellen map, your typical timing hell of Rip Gossip Sea
Oh
by Hydro.
no, I see the song producer. Why is there a Cosmo song here?
This song is surprisingly consistent. You probably are scared of a lot of Cosmo P songs like There, which is extremely fast, but this one is consistently 222 BPM.
Dang, we can already see, even though some of these patterns quite inversive, but not, too abrasive, I'm sure the Ki will definitely change opinions.
I would argue otherwise. Honestly, the entire map is extremely abrasive to play with.
Okay, yeah, no, never mind. I'm stand correct.
Yeah. Yeah, you have these one-handed staggered releases, and then releases on one hand at the same time, and then coordination between two hands, mixes of streams and shields. There's everything. This Mappool is so mixed.
Yeah, but you gotta test everything, on the players. Now,
Indeed.
halfway through, and those mini burst streams that you still have to hold a long mode in between is kind of tricky, and I feel like a lot of players might choke on that, but let's hope not.
Yeah. Some of the patterns also feature pretty long holding durations on only 2 fingers at a time, so it just increases the holding strain of the map, which unironically, it kind of unintentionally buffs the coordination aspect, funny enough.
Oh my god, it's still not over.
Yup. An entire map of non-stop LN patterns. Usually, I plan to make the court release picks pretty long, but when I pull the L1 ones of recent rounds, I just find that they're so continuous that I just decided that, yeah, being long is just too evil. I'm a map puller, not the devil. But nevertheless, 2 minutes and 34 seconds of non-stop coordination is definitely something to be afraid of.
Oh yeah, definitely. That was quite a journey there. Very, very long map and very, very annoying to play.
Yep.
But I don't know how the other Ellen maps will go. Let's go to the second one then.
Yep, the Allen density the physical pick of the map. This one is, I believe this is Epic Man 2's first attempt at an Allen density pick, and this was edited by me, but overall concepts are all retained very well, so.
Okay.
You want to guess the BPM of the song?
Not as fast as the other one.
Dude. But yeah, it's 200 BPM.
Yeah, figured. Still quite fast though.
Yeah. And the two quarterfinals was 206 BPM, so you might think this is easier, but this is actually very dense and the patterns are just pretty to hit in general.
Oh, here we go. The streams.
Yep. They're full inverse, so it just increases the coordination aspect. You think that full inverse can be all the palatable, these long LNs will say otherwise, and see the replayer already drops a lot of 200s and 100s on these long LNs.
Yeah, for a density pick, It's so abrasive, and even though it's only 200 BPM, not like the jump stream pick, which was basically 250. The
Yeah.
patterns, they're just quite I I feel like they're mismade, some of the patterns here.
What the Sigma?
Break section, because of course we need them.
Yeah. And we're building up to the final chorus. And I believe there is not going to be a break anymore after this, so good luck, whatever comes next.
That's it. That's all you're getting, guys.
Rest in peace. You have the replay
No,
of this.
the combo!
Rest in peace, but not Gossip C this time. This is going to be Salt C with Pingles.
We are in the closing part of the map now, though.
Yup. But the long elements are still haunting you. If you release early, then that could be game over for you.
Yeah, one failed release here is say goodbye to your combo, say goodbye to your accuracy.
And most importantly of all, your loss of 8,000 points or so, because Ozumania is such a horrible combo game, a discount game.
So true.
Yup. If the last two picks are not abrasive enough, then surely this third pick will be. You know the drill. All the technicality is just concentrated in here.
And here we go.
Starting off with these 1/8 LNs decorated with these 1/4 shoots. Right, this is a cut edit of a ranked set. This is Samuel Glumper's Luster.
Okay, that's Ellen Burst already showing the technicality, and oh my goodness, we're getting.
Yup.
What are these, man?
I think surely you catch the 112 LN somewhere.
Are these actually 112?
There are 112 LNs and 112 shoots.
Oh my, no, why?
You wanna know how small that is in milliseconds?
Go for it.
160 BPM is 0.375 seconds per beat, so dividing that by 12 times 1000, that's 31.25 milliseconds.
Jesus.
Oh yeah, and you get into this chorus, which is just very tricky shoots and variable LN gaps. It's so chokeable and kind of slippery.
Oh, a bit of Ellen wall usage here as well.
Yep. And you have more of these gaps. Sometimes they're just chords, but sometimes they're braces. One-handed and two-handed. You have it. You name it.
Oh, those releases are so tight. What the heck?
Yep, and they're going to appear even trickier here. The last chorus. You know how the first chorus is already slippery? This one adds that slipperiness with the extremely abrasive.
It's even worse.
Yep.
I don't know how, but you guys made it worse.
Yori did it. You're getting a star. Yori did it.
Congratulations.
Yep. Anyways, I need some clout, so here's your Ellen custom by yours truly. This is the new Ellen slot, and type of the map is. It's probably not hard to guess, but yeah.
I feel like I actually have heard this song before just randomly.
Yeah, this is a pretty popular song. I believe this has like 2 Mania ranked sets. But none of
Really?
them are but none of them are going to be as hard as this. As we approach, yup, this is
Oh
the
god,
concept of the
what?
map. This is your new Ellen Walls pick, featuring extremely dense runs of continuous chords.
You know, on 7K, we'd call this 8-bit. That's just how it is.
Congratulations.
We got 8-bit in 4K, guys.
Yeah! The BPM of this is... Wait, what's the BPM? It's 220.5? So... Yeah.
Very fast, very fast.
Already a very fast pick to start off LN4.
Oh, there's even anchors. This is so annoying. What?
Yeah, there is 3-note anchors everywhere, and this is this outer column anchor hell there. Finally, a break!
Well, that break is short-lived, actually. We're back into the thick of things, and
now you get more of these walls now with quads.
you guys just had to make it worse.
Okay, this part is like a closure of the map. It's a bit lighter, so probably like relax your hands a bit here, but I don't know, do whatever you will with this.
Yeah, it did kind of seem a bit lighter. Doesn't mean it is.
Yup. Yeah.
There we go.
I know that Vic Sao in the chat is very anti-Alan Walls, as seen in his very continuous feedback in VNMC when this law was introduced, but this pick is balanced, trust me.
Trust me, Source, trust me, bro.
Yup. You just gotta cope with it, because this is your map pool. You do not have a choice.
Autoban.
Yup.
Okay, let's move on now to the next pick.
Yup, the HBD toilet.
The hybrids, or as
Yup.
Lot would say. I'm not saying it.
And we have a much longer song to start off. This is going to be Unknown Territory, and this pick is a collab between Rick, me, and Silicosis 2, and this clocks in at 3 minutes and 15 seconds. We have this first part being very Jack focused, and this part, it's a very, like, I don't know, it plays good, but it still feels awkward somehow.
Looks very cool though.
Yup, it's a very visual based pattern, I'll say that.
The jacks into the shield, yeah, that's gonna be very hard to play.
Yup.
What BPM is this?
I low-key forgot, but let me calculate. 150 times
Go for it. I'll just look at this.
I think it's 157.5 BPM for the Jack section.
Oh god, that is quite fast.
Yep, that's faster than the Chord Jack pick.
Because, of course, it's worse.
Of course. And as we move on, the map slowly increases its BPM, and you get this somewhat introductory section. You want to guess the BPM again? No, never mind. Jaden said it in the chat already. It's 241.5.
Jesus.
The original BPM at 1.0 is 230, and at 1.05 it's exactly that. So it's the same BPM as Vito's Raputa in MWC quarterfinals 24 Hybrid 1.
So we're saying this is MWC round.
Yeah, the whole
+1?
tournament is MWC +1.
Jeez. Okay, this is definitely gonna break some
Yup.
fingers.
Yeah,
What it is?
it's very smooth though. I really love how this plays out, but it does get pretty abrasive soon. The Rise anchor is here. Whoops.
Oh my god, that's actually so abrasive. What the heck? Everything is just being thrown at the player now. And we're only at round of 16!
The map is not over yet. You get a break, but the map is not over. Here you go, one more, the final stretch. Now featuring more chords than ever, more doubles and triples to garnish the map. Well, this build-up is diabolical. Well, this ending is diabolical.
Oh, that's even worse!
Well, the final elements are diabolical.
I think we could just call that for the entire thing, the diabolical hybrid.
Yay! Surely not as diabolical as the next pick, though. I think that next pick is hell. Introducing your daily dose of chain remover. Ha ha ha.
Oh my god.
The Graces do not have a defined snap, by the way. It's just a mix of different snaps. So I can't really identify the snap of the Graces for sure because it's a mix of snaps.
So what kind of snaps did you want for Hybrid 2? Lot said yes.
No, it's actually Livium.
Oh, Livium said yes.
Who's also in the chat right now, so he can probably tell you the specifics, but you have this more LN based section which is also very wavy. Oh, and the addition of shields.
The Rice Burst. There's just never-ending Rice Burst into LNs.
Yep. Even the break isn't easy. You get these absolute hell of LN releases. This is like the old timing hell.
This is timing hell with 30% rice.
Haha. Actually 50%, trust me.
Close enough. Yeah. Yeah, I mean those bursts have very annoying snaps to read too.
Yeah,
so acting them probably the same story.
Yeah. This song also has a lot of different segments, so it's like every weird kind of hybrid pattern in one map. Once again, we have a lot of variety in the picks in this pool.
And even when you think it's a break section, nope, just no.
The break is over. You're back with these runs of graces that just it's like so transition heavy. Help? What's the break? It came out of nowhere.
Nope, there's just nothing to say except good luck.
Yeah, the song is so chaotic as well. Good luck trying to dissect the patterns of this map.
Just looking at how many different rice bursts there are, it's just asking for someone to miss there.
I feel so J.
That's gonna be so annoying.
Yeah. If you missed the noodles already, fret not. Hybrid 3, your speedy hybrid becomes more LN
Oh, why
biased.
is Apollo here?
Well, some players might remember this pick. It got updated actually, so just good luck. This was originally a custom for VNMC 23, then it got used in the PHNM 23, but since then it hasn't really been used anywhere, so it's just sitting thus until today. We are showing it to a larger public.
So you're saying the map that I had to commentate over before became worse?
Maybe, maybe not, who knows. This is at 1.0 though, so you probably have less of a trauma. Because I know in HNM it was used in 1.05, I think.
Yeah, it was 1.05 in 2023. That was a head scratcher.
Yeah,
This map is just... Oh my god. I mean, the song is already iconic, but probably not in the best way.
This song is so fast as well, so it just fits the speedy name so well. It's 274 BPM with a lot of semi-dump gameplay. Like, if you played Lemon Guy's rendition, you think this song is... Oh, do not forget the trills.
So many trills.
Yeah.
And also, I remember one thing about this map. The jacks.
Lemon Guy's rendition is very jack-based, but this one is extremely speedy and LN-focused. Yep. So, here you go, the chorus creamier and dumpier than ever.
To be fair, I just don't think they're very enjoyable.
Screw you. You were attacking me with that comment because this is my
No, it is the issue lot. I'm a 4-digit.
Haha, skill issue.
I know.
I'm sorry.
I've already retired on 4K, man.
Yeah, this match is... Yup.
And then it becomes faster, and then the tiny break, and then we're back to this.
Yup, and this time I think it builds up to like, I don't know, more than 300 BPM. Yep. Yeah, the replay is dropping 200 everywhere. The graphs are just getting so tight. And that's it.
That's it. That's a follow. Hybrid 3.
Yup, and at this point, I think everyone is... Everyone might think they're ready for the tiebreaker with how abrasive all the picks are so far, but I doubt so. I'll just say that. Camellia backs for another day.
Of course it's Camellia. Why wouldn't it be Camellia?
This is, I believe, the first Camellia pick of the entire Mappool, and it's in a tiebreaker.
Very fitting.
Yup.
Alright, slow intro. Let's see how much worse this gets.
It will build up very soon. Already for a foreshadow.
Yep, okay, that's already there.
Yep, the song itself is 266 BPM, and you know the song has breakcore, right? You already can hear the faint breakcore snares, and here you go. That means there are braces, mini jacks, burst, whatever you can see here, you name it. If you thought Hybrid 2 is abrasive, Rise 4, the tech pick is abrasive, no.
It is literally just an amalgam of our very abrasive Rise and Long Nut and Hybrid picks, just turned up to an 11.
GG. Players might miss a lot on the Rise parts because of like all the mini jacks and these very abrasively patterned anchors.
Only a third of the way in. Here we go.
Yup, Ellen timing her once again. You can see a pretty heavy emphasis on these inner column patterns. Mini jacks again for another day.
What BPM was this again? 260-ish?
66, yeah.
Jeez, okay, those mini jacks are gonna be a nightmare to play.
Yeah, you guys better practice this. If Ikaruga isn't hard enough, then this surely is. Like, I know a lot of people are struggling with the Ikaruga mini jacks from round 64, but this one is just at another level with how densely packed they are.
And here we go, the right section appears once again, and
Yup, it's 266 BPM jump streams. I think if you guys are familiar with like NWC, you would know that the semi-finals speedy rice pick is 266 BPM, which is Utoten Vivash. So this is basically NWC semi-finals jump stream speedy.
on the round of 16, tiebreaker.
Yup. This part is so angry, like it's very coordination demanding.
Oh my god.
Such a long run of anchors. Immediately continued by this Ellen section.
It's just not letting up. No, there's no breaks, and all these patterns have just gotten worse and worse. To the point that oh my days, this is just how do people play this already, man?
These runs of first rice and then LMs. Just absolutely nothing is on your favor when you get to this pick because man, these are so abrasive.
Snapping already a big issue, the speed already a big issue, the patterns just don't want to stop. To be fair, they really look very cool.
I guess. Well, one more Ellen timing hell now mixed with rice tech, and now the anchors are on the outer columns, so it's harder to coordination now.
And this is the outro. Missing here would be so horrible.
It's not the entire outro though, you still have one last tech section coming up after this Ellen part. One more breakcore part to end the map. And
Oh, somebody mini jack.
that's it.
There we go. The solo score rush, round of 16, tiebreaker.
So-called round 16. This,
So-called round of 16, yeah.
as you can see in the map page, the drain length is 4 minutes and 37 seconds, but with the amount of breaks being so low, this might as well just be more hellish than last round in how draining it is.
Well, I'm sure all our players are very surprised.
This Mappool is going to be such a feast to watch.
Yeah, but I feel bad for our players.
You better be. However, as the official and formal host of Soul Score Rush, I do not have the obligation to, because my mission is to bring everyone a fair and screwed up testification, I mean.
That's fair. Thank you for your words, Lot.
My last words are that... Actually, I don't even have the last words prepared, because I exhausted all of them into the Mappool showcase.
Well, maybe I can do something then.
Say your words, say your final words.
Alright, so I feel like most of the players are gonna be very quote-unquote traumatized maybe by this map pool because it's just R16 and we're already this high up the difficulty scale. So I'm wishing everyone good luck because they're going to need it on this coming week.
Yep.
These maps, man, they are just something else. I'll tell you.
Well,
Oh my days.
now, now shall we conclude the Mappool showcase? We did it.
We did it. Well, yeah, again, once again, to the remaining players, good luck, and I hope we haven't destroyed your fingers just yet.
So-called good luck, have fun, because
Yes.
these maps might not be so fun after all.
Maybe. Well, I think we're done here, right?
Haha.
Yay!